I'd like to call to order this meeting of the Middlesex County Planning Board. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please sit. In accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, notice of this public meeting has been published in the Star Ledger and Home News Tribune newspapers and posted on the Middlesex County website as well as the Community Bulletin Board for the Middlesex County Administration Building at least 48 hours in advance of the meeting. Madam Secretary, could you please call the roll?
Designate chairperson, Ms. Ronnie Goomer.
Here.
Mr. Ronald Sender.
Here.
Mr. Hamant Patel.
Here.
Mr. Michael Kobolosowski. I
Here.
apologize.
Do we have a quorum?
We do not. We have 4 instead of 5. I heard back from Ms. Lala, and she said she would be in attendance. She said she would. So,
So wait, we just, we want to give her, reach out to her, see if she's on her way. That first meeting with surprising facts, so she can do that. Just stand by and see if she comes. If she doesn't come. And you. And me, I think. So. Yeah, but record reflect, you're on time, we were very fast. Record reflect that you're here, we can read you the roll.
roll call. Okay. Designate chairperson, Ms. Ronnie Goomer.
Here.
Mr. Ronald Sender.
Here.
Mr. Hamant Patel.
Here.
Mr. Michael Kobolosowski.
Here.
Alternate is Gail Lala.
Here.
The alternates are eligible to vote today, Mr. Chairperson. You have a quorum.
Thank you. The first item is an open public discussion on resolution listed on this agenda only. At this time, any member of the public who wishes to be heard regarding items on the agenda may step up to the podium.
Motion to close the public portion.
Do I have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Motion to close the public portion. Oh, we've just done that, sorry. Meeting, agenda A, meeting minutes. Do we have a motion for the minutes of November the 14th?
Motion to approve the minutes of November 14th.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Approval of November the 14th, 2023. I think we've just done that, right?
Go to correspondence.
Yeah, correspondence. Is there any correspondence?
No, there is none.
Planning Director's report.
Okay, I have just a couple of items. First, I'd like to welcome Mike Kobolosowski as our newest planning board member. We look forward to working with you in 2024. Welcome.
Thank you.
A few updates on the Office of Planning projects. Planning staff has been working on the implementation of the county's Vision Zero Action Plan, which was adopted by the county commissioners last fall. As some of you know, Vision Zero is a national and even an international approach to road safety that establishes a goal of 0 fatalities and serious injuries on roads within a designated area. Staff's been collecting data on a weekly basis from the New Jersey State Police. The action plan includes a map of road corridors with the highest incidence of fatal and serious injury crashes dated from 2010 to 2019. We call that the High Injury Network map. And the planning staff checks development applications against that map to see if the development proposal is on the High Injury Network. And if it is, engineering and planning staff take a closer look to see if there's an opportunity to improve road safety. We're looking at possibly road safety projects in 2024, but it's too early to announce them yet. If you're interested in seeing the Vision Zero Action Plan, it's on the county's website. To get to the main website, just type in Middlesex County website in your browser, and then on the search bar, just write Vision Zero, and you'll be able to pull up the page. One other item, the county was recently informed that it's been awarded a $1.1 million FEMA grant for the study of chronic and episodic flooding in the Southern County municipalities. It's a 2-year project that will include contributions and participation from consultants yet to be identified and municipalities. The outcome will be specific short-term and long-term steps and projects to help reduce the impacts of flooding in the region in that region of the county. The Office of Planning is a project manager, and I'll report out on more details on that project as they get underway and announce the participating municipalities, which will be next month. Next month is our reorganization meeting. I hope to share with you our 2024 work program, and we'll have staff at the meeting to answer any questions that you may have on the work program. And that concludes my report. Happy to answer any questions you might have.
Thank you, Linda. Are there any questions?
I've got one question. The Vision Zero, and correct me if I'm wrong, that's not limited to solely county roads. That's municipal, state highways.
That's correct.
Okay.
That's correct.
Just want people to know that.
That's right.
Do I have a motion to accept the report?
So moved.
Second. Any opposing? Motion to accept the report. All,
Voice votes.
all in favor?
Aye.
Report accepted. Planning Director's report. We've just done that. Old business. Is there any old business?
There is none.
New business. Okay. Development Review Committee report will be presented by Katie Paniela.
Hi, yes, good afternoon. My name is Katie. Okay, here we go. I'm here in place of
This afternoon to
Just project this, so we can get it.
Can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
So I'm going to briefly go over the monthly development activity for November 2023. In Table 1, you can see applications on the DRC monthly agenda. There were 27 applications in November 2023. Similarly, there were 27 in October. For reference, in 2022 of November, there were only 24 applications. 10 of the 27 in November were site plans with 1 exempt site plan, 6 subdivisions, and the remainder were extensions. Table 2, development activity for approved or conditionally approved applications. Last month there was 5,000 industrial square feet, 133,791 square feet of commercial, 45,700 square feet of mixed-use commercial space, as well as 3 dwelling units. With regard to subdivisions, there were 37 residential lots and 2 non-residential lots approved. Moving on to Table 3, highlights of development activity in November 2023. JBS 2020 Real Estate LLC in Old Bridge was an amended application due to a request from Old Bridge Water Authority to relocate the water connection. But the initial application was a previously approved project for a warehouse, which has frontage on Route 9, Jake Brown Road, and Cottrell Road. The second item, 40 Cragwood Road in South Plainfield. The site is currently developed with an office. The applicant will demolish the building and construct a new warehouse of 300,000 square feet. The site is adjacent to I-287 and will have access via Cragwood Road with 50 loading and 50 trailer parking spaces. The last item is Marketplace at North Brunswick, Cube Smart. This is a self-storage facility on Route 1 in North Brunswick. There's a typo, it says North Plainfield, but we'll correct that. It's an existing business park to be demolished and replaced with a 124,000 square foot self-storage facility. And finally, table 4 shows exempt site plans. There was one in November for the Osage Cemetery Association, which was a new mausoleum. And that's all I have unless anyone has any questions.
Thank you. Does anybody have any questions?
Motion to accept the report.
Do you have a second?
Second.
Any opposing? All in favor, say aye. Motion is accepted. MCOP, staff reports, there are none. Public comments. At this time, I'd like to open up the meeting to the public. If anyone in the audience would like to speak, please come to the podium.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Charlie Gradville. I'm from New Brunswick. I'm the editor of Brunswick Today. And I, first of all, wanted to say congratulations to the new board member and welcome. I know this is really important work. And I had some questions for the board. I wanted to ask first if Madam, are you the new chair or only temporarily? Is that
Only
the term?
temporary.
Chair designee?
I'm temporary.
Mr. Vaughn and Mr. Friedman are not here today. So
Understood.
she's the next in line.
There you go.
It's like the speaker of the planning.
Learning curve.
Well, thank you, and wish you well. I wanted to confirm there is still a vacancy on the board, right?
That's
One
correct.
vacancy. Yes. And are there any of the board members' terms that are expiring at the end of the year? And if so, what happens? Is there a provision for folks to be held over, or?
I don't know, there probably are, but procedurally, they can be reappointed. They be reappointed, or not reappointed, and they would remain. It's up to the commissioners.
Right, it's up to the commissioners. The terms are always rotating, so there's always a term that expires at any given year. So, and I actually don't have that off the top of my head.
Understood. I just, a little concerned. I understand, need 5 members present to do business, and if there's a vacancy and then potentially additional vacancies that come about could pose a problem. And I also note that both of the county commissioners who are on the board are not present today. I've been to a few of your meetings this year, and I don't think I've seen them at any of the meetings. Does anybody know if they routinely attend the meetings, or?
I can't give you the exact statistics, but I would say that one of the commissioners is here the majority of the time, there's one or so. They're on lots of boards and they go to lots of meetings. I don't keep track of where they are, where they're not. If you came to every meeting all year, you'd probably find one or both here the majority of the time.
Okay, thanks for that. And then the reason I came here is I wanted to speak a little bit about an initiative I understand is in the works for New Brunswick. This would be a so-called micro-transit program. My understanding is it would be similar to what's been rolled out in Jersey City, where there would be mobile phone app that you could use to sort of hail a ride and share that ride maybe with other people, and it's being framed as a solution to our transportation problems in New Brunswick, and I wanted to learn a little bit more about where that's at, when that might start, and also caution. Yeah, and also caution folks that I think that type of a system is not an adequate replacement for the fixed route bus lines that we have come to depend on here, and unfortunately have had to do without for several years now. I've been bringing this up multiple times in multiple meetings, and I just wanted to get the latest on the microtransit program as well as the routes that have been shut down.
May I speak?
Yes, go ahead.
Charlie, I'm going to apologize. I'm only loosely connected with the microtransit. Charlie Antrim, Transportation Department Head, and Stanley at the MCAT know much more about it than I do. I'll pass on your concern. Best I can do.
I appreciate it, and I will share some, I think I have your email address, I'll share a link that you might want to share with them. And yeah, I would love to learn more about this. I've only had little snippets here and there, usually only when I ask for them, but I think it would be a great thing for, to be itemized on your agenda for a future meeting, for maybe Mr. Antrim or someone else to come in and say, here's what we're doing, here's why we're doing it, how much it's going to cost, here's when it's going to start, and lay that out for everybody, because I've asked around about this and I've been surprised a little bit that folks like the New Brunswick Parking Authority Board of Directors, the Board of Commissioners had no idea this was happening. I think a lot of folks who should be in the loop don't quite know that this is happening, and I think the end result, the best outcomes come when the stakeholders are all involved early. So, please take that back to whoever you're going to tell about this, and I will send an email with more information. And if you do end up placing it on your agenda for a future planning board meeting, I would be very interested to come and learn more and get it on video and share that with our audience at New Brunswick today. So that's all I had today, and thank you very much for your time.
Well, thank you, Charlie, I appreciate that. Any other public comments? Anyone else that wants to speak?
Motion to close the public portion.
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. The motion. Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The